see us do stuff that we're somewhat better adept at, like singing and stuff like that. We're okay at that. Drawing, I can't draw.
I'm not a visual artist.
No, can't do it. It's another. I can't do it. I don't have that part of my brain. So I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of myself.
That part of
I just don't have it. It's not even. It's not that it's not active. It's just there's a chunk of my brain missing where visual like representation should be. So
And I don't know musicals.
Yeah, so we're both at a total like disadvantage. But I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna draw whatever musical I see. To the best of my ability, and as soon as I do this, I'll tell you what, why don't you flip it when I say go?
Okay, I'm nervous, you guys. Okay. These
Okay.
are all musical. This is like musical theater Pictionary.
Yeah.
So all of these are apparently musicals that exist. We hope.
Oh fuck! I don't know how to. This is impossible.
Okay, we'll pick another one.
No, this is gonna be funny.
Okay, great.
But like this is so hard.
All right, here we go. Ready? And time.
There's no way you're gonna get this.
Oh, you're how to succeed in business without really trying.
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
Hearts. Is that a hairy? What is that? Oh, woman. Okay.
There's the.
Okay, woman. What is this? A man? This is love. Some loves woman. What? You're a good drawer. Look at you. You should draw comics for like the New York Magazine. Wait, 3 women.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, no, you can't. Can you draw words?
Yes, I can't.
What is going on? 3. Do you guys know this?
I don't know how
oh my
I
God,
could
you're
possibly.
so.
I now they're just gonna have. That's it.
Is this it?
I don't know how I could possibly explain this.
3 women. A funny thing happened on the way.
I can't. This is too hard. I'm gonna start another one. How do I do this? My
wait.
time's already up.
Your time's up.
There's no way I could have gotten this.
I sucked at that.
No, but there's no way I could have done this.
Is that even relevant to the musical?
It's Heathers. and what am I gonna do? Draw Christian Bale and Winona Ryder? How am I gonna do that?
Christian Bale? No,
Christian Bale. Oh my God! Somebody help me out.
Slater.
Yeah,
Christian Slater. What a faux pas! Forgive me, Christian Bale. The other Christian. So I could have drawn the movie, and like, do I draw Winona? How do I draw 3 chicks being?
I would have done a feather. Sounds like.
Yeah, but how do I draw the sounds like? What's the nomenclature here? Like
an ear.
An ear? I do an ear sounds like. Okay, well
Isn't
now
that how
this
we
is a learning
play,
process.
Is
this
that
is
how
horrible.
you play Pictionary?
But this and so for me it's like there's like the yellow and the green.
I see it. I understand
this is
now.
just black and white. Anyway, I've said all my provisos.
I'm better
and
at
disclosures.
charades.
Okay, yeah, charade.
Okay, so it's my turn to embarrass myself.
That's
actually pretty.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Facebook. That can't be important. Okay.
That was actually pretty good. Honestly,
It's
you know what?
3
You should.
chicks. I would have said 3 sisters, maybe. Like
You should
Chekhov.
sign that.
Yeah, we should. Ooh, we should keep all of
You
these.
should sign that and then auction it.
Yeah. To fund Heathers.
To fund Heathers the musical.
Which is a great show, by the way.
Never saw
Okay.
it.
So.
Oh, you guys. Oh, by the way, you need to start leaving us. The reason why we're playing Pictionary.
This is the warm-up act.
It's warm-up, yeah. So you can actually like send us your questions.
And we'll answer these. We're gonna do like 2 more rounds of these just to make us look just a little stupider. And then, well, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know. Lena's about to crush us. I don't know.
Am I?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, tell me when to go.
Oh wait, hang on.
Is this gonna be hard? Just tell me when to go. There it is.
No.
Okay.
I got it.
Go.
Yes.
Star, Jesus Christ Superstar, Starlight Express, Stars Born, Wish Upon a Star, On Top, oh my God, Miss Saigon?
No.
Miss Saigon, is that like a kind of, sorry for the racial appropriation.
I'm getting this so wrong.
Triangle, South Pacific. I'm just gonna think of Asian musicals now.
No! Oh wait,
Nobody be offended, it's alright, they're just drawings. I'm just trying to
sorry, I'm trying to think of,
Star on Top, Stars Born, Little Piggy, Little Piggy, Pig, Porgy and Bess. Porgy, Pig, Pigs the musical. Babe, Babes in Arms. Babe, Bacon. Bacon? Stars and Bacon. Bacon Stars, the musical extravaganza. The fuck was that? Anybody?
Hamilton.
Let me see.
Isn't he on a star? Isn't he on a star? Isn't that what Hamilton is?
I see, like...
Isn't that right? Is that right?
You did so good. Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
I was trying to draw a ton, but I don't know how to draw a ton. Like.
Oh wow. See, it's so funny because it makes perfect sense now. Meanwhile, I think probably our people in the comment section, they're probably like all over. They're like, Hamilton, you
yeah,
dumb,
right.
you fool.
Tina, thank you for the suggestion.
Oh my god! And by the way, I should thank somebody for the Heathers one. Who said this?
I'm sure you guys would love
Anna Unduzo.
to buy this.
Unzo, excuse me, Anna Unzo Heathers. Great show. I saw it in Los Angeles. Fantastic. Shout out to Barrett Weed, amazing singer.
I am so happy to sign this and auction it off for some amazing charity.
Something or other.
Like.
Okay.
Love.
Oh, this is easy. We can do this. This is doable.
This is
doable.
doable?
This is very doable.
Are we sure about
yes,
this?
Yes. We're gonna end this. This will be my last one. All right.
All right. Here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yep. Okay. So we'll do this again.
Okay, a girl. This is a woman. Okay, a woman, a box.
Like.
Hairspray!
Yeah.
Ah,
Done. Yes. With a little bit of time, a lot of time left.
I'm so.
I feel good. That one was okay.
That one I
alright
feel.
about that.
This is sellable. This is art.
That's good.
Maybe we are visual artists.
Maybe we are. This is like some Basquiat shit.
Yeah.
Basquiat, excuse me.
Basquiat.
Basquiat.
Or maybe it's Basquiat because
Yeah.
it's like
If you knew
Basquiat,
Mal,
but
Bas.
like it's like the cheaper version of
Yeah.
Basquiat.
I'm onto something.
It's like the Chanel bag you buy, but it's like instead of Chanel, it's like Chamel.
Maybe for you.
Or
I just go for the Chanel. All right, so I don't know about you, but I have 1 and you have 0. Let's see if we can match this up. This will be our last one. We'll get to some questions. How do you feel about it? Is it hard? Do you want to grab another one? Oh, hold on. I'll have to shout out.
Yeah, no, I gotta grab it. It's just too. I can't even imagine.
Hairspray came to you courtesy of Molly Mellendick.
Oh Jesus.
Molly, you either have had to put up with a lot in your life, or you have a very good sense of humor. I hope you have both. Thanks, Molly.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna go. We'll get to those questions.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
go. A knife. Sweeney Todd.
Yes!
Nice!
Ah, yeah!
Record time. We should be getting points based on...
We should play Pictionary for reals.
This is for reals.
On the TV? Like where we
This-
win actual money for charities, right? Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah.
a thing?
I don't think it is, but you might be onto something. Shall we get to some questions?
Sweeney Todd here. Holly, thank you for the suggestion. Did you know that Josh Groban's dog is named Sweeney Todd?
Nerd! Dweebazoid!
And he knows it.
No, I love that guy. He's
I
very,
do too.
very funny. Something people don't know about Josh Groban, very, very funny.
Very funny.
That guy is very, very, funny.
Very nice.
Ooh, here's a really provocative question. How are you guys today? From Charlotte's son. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
Despite shitty things in the world, I'm feeling okay. Things are all right.
I feel hopeful. I feel a lot of love.
I try not to be a pessimist. Maddie Chapman says, "What's your favorite part about being in the show?" Well, there's a lot of things that I love about the show. By the way, the show's called Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Lena Hall wanted Tony for her role as Yitzhak in it in New York. Now we're in Los Angeles, where I just
He kills it every night.
just try to keep up with her. My favorite part about being in it is the fact that Hedwig is a lot cooler than me. The show is really hip, and aside from the show itself being a beautiful piece of art and a really wonderful exploration of a lot of really beautiful things that I think we could all use right now in the world, it is cool to. Well, actually, that's my favorite part about the show. I should say that. That's number one. The second favorite thing is the fact that if I was doing just. I don't know, with no disrespect to Henry Gibson, some great plays that I love. It doesn't have the same cool factor of doing if I'm doing a Chekhov play. It's not as sexy as doing something like Hedwig. So being a part of a show that I love that has such an immediate inbuilt fun response is a nice feeling. Not for my own validation, but for people being excited to go to the theater.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people to come out to the theater these days, and having a show that is already exciting for a lot of people is fun to be part of. But it's a very important show and a beautiful show, and that to me is the most important thing. Anyway.
Yeah, and also I'm grateful that I get to do it at the time right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now it's extremely needed, and the message is universal and beautifully told, and to be able to tell this story right now in this time is so extremely important. And I couldn't be happier to be doing it right now.
Here's a good. Well, I'll tell you. Well, I'll give this off to you if you want to scroll through there.
Do you want to? For me?
Yeah, if you just want to read one, yeah.
What part of the show is the most difficult for you?
Who asked that? Who was it?
It's all. I mean.
That was from Chelsea.
Becerra.
Something like that, depending on where you're from in the world.
What is the most difficult part of the show for me?
For you?
Do you know what it is? I would say wrangling the mic cords. It has nothing to do with him. It is the job of the show, and you never know from one minute to the next what that thing's gonna do. It has a life of its own, so it's always ever changing. Some days are insane and I'm running around constantly fixing things. Other days I'm just chilling. But it's my job to fix mic stands on stage and make sure the microphones are working and that he has the right microphone, and when things go wrong,
which is amazing because you're also doing a lot of juggling with all the emotional stuff that's going on. So it's pretty insane.
It's fun.
God, for me, what's the most part of the show?
What is it again?
I don't know. If I had to be specific, I think the song "Angry Inch" is pretty exhausting, simply because it's right in the middle of the show, and I have to make sure I maintain enough energy to get through the rest of the show. But I never do because I always just get really into it. And I'm sweating so much, and I have to take a wig off at the very end of it. And sometimes when I take it off, I take off a lot more, the other wigs
your
I have
hair.
on. Yeah, so that's always kind of a tough thing to navigate. But it's all in the name of rock and roll and Hedwig. Nothing can really go wrong, so to speak, because you figure it out in the middle. Somebody else asked a question.
I like this question.
Yes.
I want to ask it to you because I like it. Is that okay?
Yes, ask away.
If anyone dead or alive could see you in Hedwig, who would it be?
Oh, man. Who would... That's a really cool thing.
Cool question.
Because it asks, not who would I want to share this with?
Yeah.
Man.
Maybe it doesn't have to be anyone famous either.
I know, exactly. I would immediately think of, relatives I never met,
Right, yeah.
I'd be curious to think what my ancestors thought. I'd be curious to know what, my... if I had to go... My mom's from the Philippines, but there's, ties to China and Spain in there, too. I'd be curious what early... or late 19th century Spaniards and Chinese would have thought of this show, that it could have been possible. I don't know, people that are this kind of ties to the question of who could you have dinner with that are alive.
Yeah.
Somebody who's always been a hero of mine that I wish I could have met, that as a byproduct I would have loved to have done the show for, is Howard Ashman, who's just a general hero of mine in general. If you don't know who that is, go on the internet or watch a Disney movie.
Yeah. Mine would be Darren. Not Darren.
Me?
Chris, yeah.
No. I mean,
Mine would be Darren Chris.
Is this the part of the movie I find out I've been dead the whole time?
Darren's dead.
That's why nobody paid attention to me. It all makes sense now.
Mine is David.
That's right. Ever since the election, I died.
David Bowie.
Bowie, yeah. Oh no, yeah. That'd be cool. Well, he was involved with the show for a while.
He was. That's
Did he come see you?
No, he didn't because.
Damn.
He couldn't, and that's really sad. But
I think that
David
the
Bowie.
triumvirate of our rockers that we shoot a lot of love to, between Lou, Iggy Pop. Well, Iggy's still with us.
Alive.
Iggy's still with us.
See it.
Lou Reed, who passed just a few years ago, and obviously David Bowie would all be Cool. It'd be cool to see the three of them together. Yeah, the one Stooges. I was gonna say the three Stooges. We'll have one Stooge, and then two other rock and rollers. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would have been cool to share this with David Bowie. Okay, no. Let's do this. Let's go down. Let's update some of these. How do you update it? I don't know. Okay.
I'm sure there's more questions
prompter.
than this.
Just reloaded it. How are you today? Still.
I like the how are you guys.
Any wardrobe, Christine Diemech or Diemech, depending on Diemech, if you're German, I don't know. Have you ever had any wardrobe or lyrical malfunctions during the show? All the time. If so, how did you manage to take control of the situation? You pretend like they didn't happen. Sending love from Malta. Very cool. Land of all the sci-fi shows that they shoot out there.
We are so worldly.
History shows, yeah. So many. By the way, if you have no idea what's going on with like Hedwig, it's a show with a lot of crazy wardrobe and wig stuff. For me, it happens all the time, but we pretend like it never happens. Or homegirl, actually more importantly, homeboy over here as Yitzhak takes care of me. I'll have wigs go wrong and wardrobe zippers get caught, and Yitzhak will catch it all the time.
I love it.
I know, it's
fun.
Amazing.
It gives me life.
Do you got caught you got caught?
I got stuck in the car as Yitzhak. I had to literally take off a piece of my wardrobe in order to get free from the car as Yitzhak, in order to get him his wig in time.
And of course,
it was like a life and death moment to me, but of course, is it life and death?
And of course, I didn't notice because Hedwig's in her own little world.
Sometimes I'll take my own pins to help him out and give him my pins for my wig.
How poetic.
It's poetic.
This is our last question.
Last question. No.
This is a great question from a great name. Ainsley Tate.
Ainsley Tate. Sounds like a pop star name.
Yeah, I was gonna say or like a tricky.
I'm Ainsley Tate.
Got an Ainsley Tate over here.
Or that.
I don't know what that means. It sounded silly, but that was not making fun of your name. It's actually a very cool name. Ainsley, who is dressed as what I believe you're either in a school uniform or you're a Ravenclaw. If you could take the tour anywhere in the world, where would that be? Tokyo.
London.
Yeah.
Paris.
All those places. The fabulous places. Not to say other places aren't fabulous. Actually, you know what? Berlin. Berlin would be a really cool place for obvious reasons. If you're unfamiliar with the show has a lot of ties with Berlin and East Berlin particularly, and sharing this show in light of how much popularity it's gained worldwide, it would be cool to take it there and see how it kind of functions there as this sort of now American-born story that's about sort of a worldview thing, especially of East Berlin at that time. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
We lied.
Final question.
Okay.
Lindsay O'Hare.
Whoa, this is the biggest
What is this? Is
iPad
this an
I've ever seen.
Or is it just a computer? Like at that point, like what's the point of having that?
I mean, I'm a small guy, but like I could live in this. Like this is bigger than my apartment in New York.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Darren and Lena. Since you've now both played Hedwig,
which is true,
I was wondering, is there anything about each other's approach to the role that is different? What do you like about what the other brings to the role of Hedwig? That's interesting.
It's a great question. Well, everybody who's done it does it differently by nature of them being different people. Obviously, I'm a dude. Lena's a woman, and we bring those things to those things, or maybe not so obviously, but gender fluidity and all that. But there's a lot of cool things that, because there's a lot of great jokes. I don't want to give it away, but there's a great joke that I couldn't say because it's not as funny as if when Lena says it. I don't want to give it away because it's my favorite joke that I've ever heard from the show, at least what people have added to it. So yeah, there's this sort of vaguely meta, not vaguely.
It's
there
very
is
meta.
just meta. There's nothing vague about it. There's a lot of meta qualities to the show, and when they are poked at, it's very fun. If that sounds very mysterious, just know that Lena takes a very delicious poke at me, which to me is so funny and so brilliant, when she does the show. That if I said it, it just wouldn't be. It would just take you out of it. So you know, I know, and I'm glad you did. It's the best. It's one of the best additions to the show that I've ever heard.
Aww.
So stuff like that I love, and I wish I could say it because it's brilliant.
I think for me, Darren's Tommy is my favorite of all time, and also his Tommy's Wicked Little Town is awesome. So like the vocal riffs and the vocal quality you have as Tommy, and your like character of Tommy is my favorite of all of them. I think, yeah, and also when he sings Midnight Radio, and I'm back and I'm changing and I'm doing this like quick change. There's this one point where he sounds like the boss, like
yeah, I don't know which
and
part
I'm
that
like,
is, but I'll take it.
Well, you go Midnight Radio, and I'm like yes. Every time he does it, I'm like yes. And I've made some like little suggestions to Darren, like, hey, you're so close. Can you do like this one thing, like, and it'd be so cool, and he'll try it, and then he'll be like, no, and I'm like, I love it, thank you.
This one's the singing goddess, so any hints or suggestions I get are like, yes, please. Absolutely.
But yeah. No, I love it because every time we're like,
I know.
It's so funny the way we started because I had done it on Broadway for a year, and we didn't actually do it together, and so he learned from a different like person, and so when we started rehearsals together, every time I'd come up to him, I'd be like, I'm doing this because you need to do this. Like it was always like a correction.
We both had to find how to fit into each other's other halves, so to speak.
Later, I would come up to him to like be like, dude, this vocal thing, and he'd be like, no, I'm sorry, and I'm like, no, it's a compliment, I love it, like this kid's
I know,
doing it.
I just love that you even have the faith in me to do some of this, because you're like, can you do this? Yeah! And I'm like, no, you can do that, like in your sleep. I have to like practice that for a year.
But you can. But that's the thing. But he can.
Itzhak believes in me,
you just gotta believe in yourself.
I know. It's it.
And just have the power to do it. You have like this really cool voice that I think you could like. Don't be afraid of it.
Thanks, Mom.
Don't be afraid of it. It's so cool. All right, we're wrapping it up. Jesus,
everybody else be very afraid.
Don't be afraid.
We've got this guy. Speaking of amazing voices, she plays Hedwig on Sundays. If you're not in the Los Angeles area, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure flights. The market's going a little crazy right now, so maybe flights will follow suit, and you can buy a cheap flight to Los Angeles. How far can that be? But you are I mean, from Malta to LA, they haven't. That's easy. This Sunday, next Sunday, and the Friday after that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Man, only 3 more shows for me as Hedwig, and but for you, we've got 18 or something like that. Yeah. So for us, see our relationship. Yeah. Blooming, before we get a divorce, which will be splashed all over the tabloids. Yeah, it's gonna be a big thing. But until then. Thank you for listening to us babble about a show that we love so very much. Yeah. And thanks for supporting us, guys, and thanks for your cool questions. And we'll post these up for auction for charity. We'll sign them. If somebody wants. I think this one. The or maybe on a. That's pretty good. That could be anything. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, guys. Thanks, guys. Will see you around the internet. Bye.